Hey there, Fizz fans! Welcome back to another episode of Bubble Crossed. Today, I am, as promised, going to be reviewing another of my limited edition products. It's another of the Polar Seltzers. I actually left it in the freezer a little too long, so I've got some ice floating on the top, but that's okay. Generally, that doesn't come out too much when you tip it over and pour it out. So, today it is Tart, Cherry, and Lime Polar Seltzer. This is one I'm really excited about because, well, if you've been watching this anytime at all, you know that I like cherry, I like lime, and I especially like cherry limeade. So this should be a fun one. As usual, I purchased this with my own money. If you watched the last episode, you know I got it in a variety pack from box.com, and that I have a link for you if you want to acquire it the same way to save $15 off of $60. If you hang around till the end of the episode, I'll share a little bit about how I get my quantities up over the shipping minimum, which for me is $50, but you know, $10 more, well, that's a case of this. So so then you've got your 60. So anyway, once again, it's a Polar product. Polar being around since 1882, yes. And the ingredients are, as always, very simple: carbonated water and natural flavors. It specifies on here, contains no juice, sugar, sodium, or caffeine. So as such, it's 0 calories. Great if you're not looking to add calories to your world, but also great if you just want an alternative to plain water. As far as the form factor and packaging, as you can see, this is a 1-liter bottle, plastic. They also come in 12 packs. I believe they've got the limited edition in 12 packs of 12-ounce cans now. I can't get a hold of them, but if you live in the Northeast, you might be able to, because these guys are based in Massachusetts. There's nothing especially unusual. They do put their nice little Polar logo, their little polar bear, on the cap. When you open it, you're probably going to get more fizz than that when you open yours, simply because mine's frozen. And I don't know if you realize this, but carbon dioxide remains in solution better when the colder the liquid is. That's something I'll be going over quite a bit more in the future when I talk about actually how I carbonate things. So yeah, let's get into the second factor here. How does it smell? Now the tart of this specifies tart cherry. Most cherry limeades go for a very sweet maraschino cherry type flavor. And I don't know if it's the power of suggestion, but I swear it does smell more tart. And I actually do smell more cherry in this than I do lime. One of the things I love about Polar is any of their flavors that contain lime are very, very pure lime oil type lime. Wonderful. Alright, let's pour it out. Lots of fizz. Let me tell you, Polar knows how to get the bubbles in their seltzer. Oh boy, do they. Scent stays with it outside of the bottle too. Very nice. Appearance is perfectly clear and colorless. No sediment. No cloudiness, just a ton of bubbles. I wish I could get you a better picture, but man, look at those bubbles. And yes, as expected, very fizzy. Pardon me. We're going to go with the burps as always. So yeah, fourth factor, Polar does hyper fizzy very well. I love that about them. Mouthfeel. aside from those ice crystals, which are hurting my sensitive teeth, it is, of course, watery because there is no syrup to it. That said, because of the bubbles, it still gets down into the little pits on your tongue between the papillae and leaves the flavor there. You also get it when you breathe back out, and when you burp, it all comes up back through your nose, and it's wonderful. Now, sweetness. Obviously, there's no sweetener. And they specify the tart cherry, and it's really difficult, let's put it this way, to differentiate between tart cherry and sweet cherry when there is no actual sweetness involved. Now, the cider one that I reviewed last time, it really did, the spices especially seem to come across as sweet. This doesn't seem to have that sweet, which is nice. I'll tell you though, the lime in this is not as pronounced as many of their other lime things. Obviously, the lime only, that's all they've got. But they also have other flavors like cranberry lime and raspberry lime, and those both have a much more pronounced lime note than this does. So yeah, no mysterious sweetness. Pardon me. And as far as the flavor goes, the lime is there, but it is much less pronounced than in their other lime drinks, if you've had any of those. In fact, it's almost as if they've managed to mix the cherry and the lime together. A lot of the time, their lime is a very pronounced separate note. You can detect it very easily all by itself. This is not the case here. It's here, but it's muted and mixed, which is pleasant. Very pleasant. And obviously, they use only natural flavorings. And that really shows. You can really tell. I can't taste anything even vaguely artificial in this, which is fantastic, because a lot of cherry, especially the maraschino types, can taste really syrupy and artificial. This doesn't. It's wonderful. And now I'm going to finish it off. Honestly, I want to pour myself some more, but I'm going to refrain because you guys probably don't enjoy watching me drink nearly as much as you enjoy watching me talk. I hope. So, yeah, it's very, very true to labeling, because they do put the tart cherry first in their name. I'll hold that up for you so you can see their pretty little label art again. And so, yeah, the cherry definitely takes the front seat, and the lime takes a back seat, which is a bit different from some of the cherry lime flavors that I'm used to, but that's fine. That's just their way of doing it. Pairings. This one is not as strong a flavor as the cranberry cider one was. I would really recommend pairing this one carefully, or just drinking it as an alternative to plain water throughout the day, you know, when you're not eating. That was a good one. Gotta love those bubbles. If you really want to eat it with dinner, I'd say do so with something relatively, I don't want to say bland, but just not overly, certainly not anything fruity, because that would wash this out. Maybe something like a fried chicken, or a fried shrimp, you know, something where the bubbles are going to be a good palate cleanser after you're gunking them up with gunking your tongue up with fried juice greases. That's one of my favorite uses, actually, for seltzer, is a palate cleanser after fatty foods. It's perfect for that. It's like it gets down there and fizzes it all out and makes it so that you can taste things again. It's wonderful. My opinion is I like it. I don't like it as much as, say, a cherry lime soda, cherry limeade, but it's not that, so that's fine. As far as being a, here I am, I'm going to drink straight out of the bottle, which, pardon me, but it's so good. Yes. My opinion is still very high of it. It's just, I think it's a mental block for me. When I see cherry and lime, I think cherry limeade, yay! And that's not what this is. I had that same problem with a LaCroix that I will probably eventually review. I have some of their cherry and lime flavor as well. And it's different from this. Quite different, actually. Much heavier lime note. But yeah, it's still an excellent seltzer, and I will be enjoying the heck out of it. I hope you feel the same way. Now, as far as getting hold of it, like I said, if you don't live in the northeastern U.S., you might be out of luck as far as finding it in stores. But boxed.com, boxed.com, I will put my referral link in the description. That will net you $15 off of a $60 order. Basically, that's a case and a half of this for free. And that will also get you free shipping. So, you can't beat that, because let me tell you, shipping drinks, if anybody knows how expensive it can be to ship drinks to your house, it's me. They're heavy. And some of the other things that you can get from box.com to, if you don't want to order like 6 cases of Polar, which honestly I'd do that if I could, but I think they limit you to 3 or 4 if I remember correctly. 3 or 4 of the limited edition at least. What I do is I just stock up on household necessities. Dishwasher tabs. They carry the big brand that I use, which is Finish. They have, I don't know if it's their house brand or if it's a brand, just another brand that I hadn't heard of previously, but Prince and Spring. I bought some of their garbage bags. They're highly reviewed on Amazon, and I love them. I also stock up on things like Glad Press and Seal and other plastic wrap products because, their prices are better than Walmart down the street. No lie. So, yeah, I had no trouble working up a decent size order and making it worthwhile to ship my Polar to my door rather than having to pay someone that charges shipping. So, I always like it when I can avoid shipping on my drinks. Alright, so, anyhow, that is it for the Polar Tart Cherry and Lime. It's excellent. Just don't pair it with anything too fruity or you're gonna lose some of its pizzazz. I hope you enjoyed this review. I thank you for watching. I hope you will like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me out. And I hope you'll use that referral link to get $15 off your order because, hey, it gives me $15 off for my next order too. So, can't beat that with a stick. That means I got more stuff that I can review for you. Win-win. Alright, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.